What's up, everybody? It is your boy, Mug the Duder, and we're back with some Hero Colosseum. And before I start this video on this very polarizing figure to me, in my opinion, but before we start, I'd just like to say thank you all. I finally have reached 300 subscribers, 305 actually, been growing a little bit, and I'm loving it, guys. Thank you for the support throughout these past couple months, through these couple of weeks, days, seconds, minutes, whatever you want to say. But I'm not going to get too sentimental, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the support. I will keep doing what I'm doing, keep going on, you know the sayings that are motivational and stuff. But here's the deal, guys. Omega Shenron, shout out to RJ Carabello, I believe. I think you gave me another one, but you've been giving me very good team suggestions, and just not like anybody else has, but yours have been. This figure is very weird, and it's not like the Krillin. Which, shout out to the Ninja Monkey Gaming. He gave me the Krillin. This man is just so weird because, first of all, his HP is 6180. His attack is 366. By the way, I chose the speed version over the attack and HP version, and he has higher defense, but 3660 attack, 1630 defense, and speed 3200. His ultimate attack is obviously minus power energy ball, which is obviously a dope attack, but that means nothing. But posing skill, massive, negative energy, which it fits him. Plays on a trigger score for plus 1500 to own attack and minus 300 attack to all allies. Now, the first part of that, when I first saw it, I was like, wow. He's getting a buff that Rose would get from getting attacked. He's getting it just being on the field, but that second part is where he really, makes him go from, an A or a high tier character to a C, because he's lowering everybody's attack by 300. So first of all, you know what I like to do? I like to go through his stats, which I just did, but I like to see what he needs help with. And he's actually a very well balanced character. He's not that bad. I want to get one of them to level 99 because I do have this one with a lot of HP, a decent amount of attack, but not that much speed. He has 3 dupes into him, and what do you have? So they both have 3 dupes into him, because Omega Shenron is just a person I pull a fair amount, and it triggers me, but at the same time, I barely use him. But I will do a team with him. I might actually use this team in a video, because I barely use Omega Shenron. I think I've used him twice on the channel, which is absolutely insane, guys. But here we go. One thing I would like to do is you want to get an attack with him. You want to go first with him, and you also want to mitigate that second part of the posing skill. Yes, you want to mitigate part of your own position skill, posing skill, whatever you want to call it. That minus 300 attack. One figure I would love to use, and this is actually, I forget who this was, but shout out to you in the comment section down below. We were talking about Vegetos, and what Vegeto is best in different situations, and which one would you prefer. I'm going with this Vegeto. Where is he? He's level 15, but he has 5,340 attack. Plus 3. He has speed is 3,000. Actually, no. I'm going to go with the other one, simply because I'll have an explanation for it. Yeah, all right, I'm going to go with the other one with higher defense, simply because here's the deal. He boosts his attack, defense, and speed by 350, and he gets plus 10% damage taken by all opponents if you go first, and then minus 10% damage dealt by all opponents if you go second. So he's a great supporting unit for the other figures on the field, because if you go first, they're going to be hitting 10% harder, which means this man, first of all, in the first turn, this man's going to have 5,160 attack. So the first turn. Second turn, he's having 6,000. Third turn, he's having close to 7,000 attack. 8,000 attack. Let's just put that right on the table right there. If you use the other one, he'd obviously have a way higher attack stat, but we're using the speed one because I feel like the speed one is a little bit better, because the high HP one, what is the defense on the high HP one, guys? By the way, I got a new controller. $30 at GameStop. Look at this. Nice little gamepad. Has a cord, 10-foot cord, so you don't have to worry about the space, but I just want to plug that in a little bit. Not plugging GameStop at all, but I think this is actually pretty dope. I'd rather use a small controller. I don't have to worry about charging it because... And I hate how short the charging cord is for PlayStation. Like and comment and subscribe down below if that is a problem for you guys as well. I hate charging my controller, and it's such a far distance. It's not even that far of a distance. I literally could probably almost, if I had another foot length on my foot, weird statement, I could kick my PlayStation from here easily. That is how close it is to me, but this cord is still just too short, guys. But I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get on to the video, guys. So yeah, look, his defense is 870, his defense is 1630, and he's only at level 60. So if I get him close to level 99, he probably would have almost 2,000 defense, which is fairly good. So the reason I'm picking him is because he doesn't mitigate that 300, so he's only going to be getting a 50 attack boost, a plus 50%. Plus 50 to a stat of attack. And then his defense and speed are going to get the 350 because the Mega Shenron doesn't mitigate that. So the first turn, he's not going to be getting a massive amount of attack boost like everybody else would. But the thing is, you're mitigating it and is a good thing. So next thing I would do is you could either run some sort of defense support or another sort of speed support, because right here with these two people on the field alone, 2660. So right now you're going to have what? You're going to have 3,000 speed out of you, and then so you're going to have 6,000 out of you. You would want somebody with a decent amount of speed, and you want somebody that raises their own attack almost. So place on a trigger score for plus 500 to attack and own. You would use him. So I'm going to put Future Gohan on this simply because, oh, I did get another dupe. That's why I was wondering. I was like, why is his stat at 5,000? I did get another dupe of him. I'll link one of those 7 videos down in the description below, but I got another dupe and I put him into his attack. So now he has 5,000, which I thought was very useful. But here we go, guys. He has 6,550. I don't have to go over his, but he has 6,550 speed, guys. I don't have to go over it very often, but I do a lot because he's such a good figure. One of the best figures in the game, but I will be doing another video on some of the best figures in the game, the top 10 best figures in the game, which he's obviously going to be on that list. Super Vegeta is going to be on that list. Omega Shenron will not be on that list because he's not even close to the top 10 because there's way better figures in him that I'm looking at right now, and they're better than him. The Cell is better than Omega Shenron. But here's the deal, guys. Boom, right there, you have that man, and he's a beast. You could put him in the top right, him in the bottom right, and then him in the middle. He's getting only a 200 plus 200 to his attack and 350 to his defense, obviously. And he's getting a 50 to attack, but 350 to all the other stats, defense and speed, because of their position skills. He's getting a 1500, which is still very good. He doesn't change it, but he's minusing everybody's attack on the field by 300 and off the field, so you have to worry about that as well. Another figure I would run, but I'd be very timid because of his HP is not very high. Where is he? Yeah, Bardock. He boosts everybody's attack by 250 and his defense by 170, and if your master's HP is, well, first of all, I'm going to just go over it. Plays on trigger score for plus 250 to attack and 170 to defense, repeatable, and minus 5% to damage taken by all allies in your master if your master's HP is 50% or less. That's the deal. He does have a decent amount of speed, 2860, which is not bad, but it's not the best. Like everybody else on this team that I already put on, well, you have obviously higher speed. You barely inch him out once you get the first part of your opposing skill, and then you beat him just because you're at level 60, and Bardock is only at level 1. What, 15, right? Or 1? 1, exactly. So, another figure, guys, I was thinking is, because Omega Shenron, he has a decent amount of attack going for him. His HP is not that bad considering his defense is 1630, so he does have, like, his stats are not that bad at all. By the way, I did put all of my dupes into his attack. But none of his stats are bad. All of his stats are very well balanced. His HP is decently high. Once you get him to level 99, I'm saying his HP is going to probably break out at like 7,000 almost, close to 7,000, maybe maxing out at 7,500, but that's about it. These guys are obviously level 99 and absolute animals, but they do support each other. They do support themselves in attack. That's why I chose them. And then another one I would go is, wow, what was that? Lip Smack Mugs. That was a lot. So say you don't want to put the Omega Shenron on the field and you're just using him, like, if you have to put him on the field, put him on the field. So you could put these two on the field, top right, bottom right, you're fine, right? You're fine. Now, another figure you could put on the field to make sure you go first, you could put the God Crew on there because the God Crew has such a high amount of attack. He has such a high amount of speed, and he has his HP is the same as Omega Shenron. Yeah, a little bit higher than Omega Shenron, but that extra 20 isn't going to matter because chances are you're going to die. But you have the Big Bang Vegeta that does give himself that plus 1,000 to own attack stacks during that turn only, so it doesn't do anything else. But the reason I'm not really fond of putting people that stack their own attack, but it only is for that turn only, is because he's still going to be lowering their attack, but they're just getting plus 300. They're just getting that plus 1,000. So you say you have 1,000 attack, and I get that minus 300, so now I have 700 attack, getting 1,700. Next turn, lower 300 again, plus 1,000, only 1,400. You're still lowering it, but you're just still gaining 1,000, but essentially you're still losing that 300 attack that you're not getting back. It's different if you would stack it and you could do it repeatably, but you're not. So what I'm thinking is you could do a, not a Vegeta, who else? Who else would you put on the field? You could put a Kid Gohan on the field. Plays on a trigger score for plus 500 to own attack and plus 350 to own defense. Right there. I put all of his dupes. I pulled 3 dupes of him into his attack because he's an absolute beast. What are these dupes that I don't use? I'm going to put... No, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'll do that later. I was going to feed him in, but I pressed the wrong button. I'm not in the player screen. I'm on the build deck screen, obviously. You could put him in there, but he has to get attack to get it, which I don't recommend doing. Are you the same number? You're different numbers. Okay, cool. I'm going to put the Gotenks on this team, and I know what you're saying. Muggs, you literally just said don't put people that do the stacks attack only. His speed is what I want to do, so... Plus, his first of all, his position skill is just amazing. Natural talent. Plays on a trigger score for plus 20% to own ultimate attack. Gauge at the end of turn, which I wish it was the beginning, but there's really nothing you can do about it. Plus 1,500 to attack and plus 700 to defense when your HP is 50% or more, and then plus 1,000 to own attack when your HP is 50% or less. Now, you could put him on the field, and that's decent, because he's had 3,000, so you could go 3,000, 3,000, and then him there, he's going to have 3,000. That's 9,000 speed. And if you hide people... It's fair, but with the way you would run this rotation is you would put him top left, him bottom right, him in the middle, because he only has his trigger square is in the middle, by the way. His is top left, bottom right. His is bottom left, top right, and his is top left and middle, obviously top middle. Or you could run a rotation of him in the top left, him in the bottom left, and then Omega Shenron in the middle, because that is an insane amount of attack. That is an insane amount of speed. You're having 11,000 speed. Which you want to build the team around him. So you need to make sure that he gets that attack boost, but you need to make sure that your other figures are like set when it comes to the attack and how much like damage and mitigation that he's actually like attack and mitigation that he's actually doing to your own figures, because he's fine. He's getting that plus 1,500. In 2 turns he's getting 3,000 attack. In 4 turns, he's getting a 6,000 attack, which means he's at 9,000 attack in 4 turns. Chances are the game might not last 4 turns if he's getting an attack stat of that high. But another figure is you could do, or you could build the deck clearly off. This was another idea I had really quick. Build the deck based on Omega Shenron. So right off the bat, do this. I'm gonna put you on the field simply because you have more HP. Yeah, you have less HP, but I'm putting you on the field because you have higher defense. You can put the Vados on there. Where's the Vegeta that I love to use? Where is he, brother? He's there somewhere. I smell him. There he is. I smelled him. Him right behind the Omega Shenron, and these two lower attack. She lowers attack by 30% to all allies. It's not repeatable, so don't worry about it. It's not like you're constantly getting your attack lowered. And then place on trigger for plus 1,000 to speed and minus 1,000 attack to all opponents. So these two lower attack a tremendous amount. And the figures can't really do a lot of damage to you, except that here's the problem with this strategy is he's going to go in the middle. He's going to go maybe top left if you wanted to, but I would run him bottom middle. And then her top right, he's going to be taking no damage because of the damage mitigation from her. She's not going to be taking that much damage because her defense stat is so high. And then he's lowering the attack by 1,000. So you might actually go first with some of these if you really wanted to. Put her there, and then you have 3,000, 3,000. Because he's going to have 4,000 speed. So 4,000, 3,000. You're going to have 10,000 speed with these 3 figures right here. And he's gaining a tremendous amount of attack every turn. So you could build a team around him and then just keep getting that ult gauge. Or you could put, honestly, where is he? Because I was actually wondering, this is an OG figure that I love, like, to death. Like, such a good figure. He's gotten me such out of jams. You could put him top left, him middle. Wait, does he go top left? Yeah, him top left. His is placed on triggers for plus 500 to own attack and plus 15% to ultimate attack. Gauge repeatable. It is at the beginning of the turn, which is why I love it. You're guaranteed getting that. So he's top left. She's top right, and then he's in the middle, so I'm going to actually switch her out for the higher defense one. Boom, and that's it. Building the team around him because plus 15%, say she does get taken out, that's a tremendous amount of ult gauge you're getting, and then he's getting that plus 15% right off the bat. And then you can put the Whis on there if you wanted to for that extra damage mitigation. 3,000 defense is so high, but nowadays the figures are getting more insane, and the special effects just to mitigate his defense, basically, and you're not going to get that much damage, so boom, you could put this. This is what you could do if you wanted the more defensive setup, which I would recommend if you don't want to, like, play, because this is not that much of a risky setup, but the high attack one is, obviously, you just saw that. Sorry, the clicking. This controller's new, and it just clicks so loud, I realize this. And then boom, who else did I have? I'm going to actually put the God Crew on instead of the Gotenks. You right there, boom, boom, boom. And then you could put the, whatever you call it. I'm going to actually put the Vados on there simply for, actually, yeah, I'm going to put the Vados on there. Where is this woman at? Vados, you beat me in playthrough and I don't like it. Where'd you go? I'm going to put you there. You could do that for the damage mitigation. So she could go top right, and then you could have the Vegito. If you didn't want to run the Omega Shenron, he could be top left. He could be bottom left. And then her there, lowering the attack by 30%. These guys are getting their position skills. So you could boost their attack before Omega Shenron goes in the field. So they could go first turn, get that guaranteed 350, guaranteed 500 for both of their respective posing skills. And then he could go on there, lower it, take him off, and you could switch turns so you're not constantly lowering it. You're like staggering your lowering, so you're not lowering it as much. But if you wanted to go him straight off the bat, him in the middle, top middle, him in the top right, and him in the bottom right, or vice versa, him in the bottom left, him in the bottom, him in the top left, and then him in the middle, guys. But my name is Mug the Dude. Hope to catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for reaching me to 300 subs, guys. I'm only growing, and I'm only going to keep growing and keep pushing out content like this. I aim to please all of you. If you guys want to see something, I will obviously give you the content that you want to see, but hope to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces, everybody. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Hope you guys are doing good.